Hello my friends, how are you guys doing today? Welcome back and thank you for stopping in. Guys, before we get started, hit that like and subscribe button. Today we're talking about a movie from 2025, directed by Mr. Eli Craig, called Clown in a Cornfield. I wrote this down as Clown in a Field Cornfield, but it's Clown in a Cornfield, guys. This is just, man, we're going to get into it. It is awful. I can't, so you know what, let's talk about why I even watched it in the first place, because it was an instance of one of those where the trailer made me go, man, that looks really kind of interesting, and then I thought, but it doesn't look like it's really made for me. But then I thought to myself again, teenage me would probably really dig that. So I wanted to see it, but I wasn't going to spend theater coin on it, and I was scrolling through some stuff the other day, and I saw it to rent, and I said, you know what, let's check it out finally. So I throw it on, and guys, man, this was a stinker. This was a bag of monkey manure, if there ever was one. We've got, the writing is so juvenile, it's like a 12-year-old wrote it. I mean, we've got lines like, when your dad wants to teach you how to drive a stick shift, you effing learn how to drive a stick shift, as some of the dialogue. We've got, eye-rolling stuff that makes me just go, why did I watch this? And the fact, I don't know how stuff like this even gets produced. Because who would say, you know what, I'm going to give you X amount of money to make your dream movie of Clown in a Cornfield? You couldn't come up with nothing better than that? And I thought to myself, maybe that was a children's book. Maybe it was based off of a book that was for young adults or something like that. But I didn't care enough after watching it to even find out. Because I said if the book was anything like this, it should have been thrown in a pile to burn. Because this was trash. Hot trash. Steaming manure, as I said. I don't know how they got people like Will Sasso and Kevin Durant to sign on to be in hot garbage like this. I don't know if either one of them are struggling financially or they have to pay alimony or anything like that would make them say, yes, I will be in your terrible clown movie for X amount of money because I really need it. Because that's the only reason they should even be in this film, is if they were in dire financial straits. The people who are in this movie, I didn't even bother to look up their names because they probably don't, and in the future, if they become any kind of Hollywood celebrity, they probably don't even want people to remember they were in this garbage, right? It is that bad, guys. We've got people dressed, we've got a whole town dressed as clowns chasing teenagers around. We've got a gay love story between two dudes. We've got a rebellious teenage daughter, two high school dudes. One's like they're both in the closet, by the way. I know I just kind of fluffed that over. I didn't go into detail. You're like, what does that matter? Well, it's just because there's like this unrequited love between the two of these dudes, and I don't mind that, but just the way the movie's set up and the way it feels kind of preachy and lectury, it feels like that relationship was forced on everyone watching the film. Because you see the handsome mayor's son, and he's, all the girls want him, but he's rejecting all of them. And right then you know that he's gay. He doesn't like the girls, and that's cool for him, good. But then to have the local redneck deer hunter guy, like, have unrequited love and, like, mention their love affair over a summer or something in front of all his friends, and then they start, kissing at the end, I'm like, that just felt like it was kind of forced, especially after the lecture of, things change, you old people don't like it, screw you, get over it, and, you want to kill the planet, you don't want to save it for us, and just yada, yada, geopolitical nonsense in the writing, just stuff that just felt so agenda-driven. And here's my thing, guys, I don't mind if you have sensitive subject matter in your films. I don't care if you have the alphabet in your films. I don't care if there is the trans or whatever. I don't care about any of that. I don't care about your political beliefs in the films. I don't care about any of that. If you put it in your film, awesome, but make it feel genuine. Don't make it feel like you're forcing it on me. Don't make it feel that way. because there's a lot of films nowadays that feel preachy. If I'm being honest, it's like, if you don't believe this, then you're not cool. You're a bad person or whatever. And the thing is, don't do that. If you want to have gay characters, that's great. Make it feel natural. Like in Stranger Things, when Maya Rudolph Maya Hawke and old boy, they're talking, and she winds up being like, hey, I don't like dudes. It felt natural coming out like that. This didn't feel natural, it felt forced. And I've spent way too much time on this topic about that. What I'm just saying is, everything in this film felt like it was maybe it was satire. Maybe they were trying to be satirical and it just came off as pretentious and obnoxious. I don't know, but it drove me crazy to the point that I almost turned it off, and then I saw that it had like 15, 20 minutes left, and I said, okay, I'll finish it. But I really was almost to the point where I am turning this garbage off. I gave it 1 star. It gets 2 thumbs down. Don't waste your time on it. Don't waste your energy, your mental faculties, your breath, the oxygen that God gave you. Don't waste all that on watching this piece of trash. If this was if this was one of those films that was like, in the big like library files, and then there was like another Dark Ages, this is one of those films that it wouldn't even register a blip on the radar in the universe if it got destroyed and never seen again. It was that bad. Eli Craig, shame on you for making garbage like this. Whoever wrote this, shame on you too for writing contrived, pretentious BS like this. One of the worst films of the year, one of the worst films ever. Screw Cornfield clowns in a cornfield, whatever it is. Don't waste your time on it, guys. But thank you so much for hanging around and talking to me and just listening to me rant about this terrible movie. And guys, hit that like and subscribe button on the way out. Thank you again for, hanging out. Peace out. God bless you. I'm going to keep making them as long as you keep watching them. See you soon.